Peacemaker, episode 3. We are here. It's Icon with some DC TV. Better Goff Dead. I believe that was the title of the episode. This episode starts. We're actually going after the senator now. Like, we've been talking about the senator since episode 1, and now we're finally going to get him because we're still on the hunt for these butterflies. And at this point in the story, we have no idea who these butterflies are. Adrian Chase, aka the Vigilante, he made his presence known to the team, and he got into it with the blonde chick, which means that this will be a reoccurring thing as we continue to move forward. Now, one thing that they said, they were saying that although they do have to kill the senator and potentially his family, they said that he does have a bodyguard, and the bodyguard is a character named Judo Master. And this was one of the few times where I actually bust out laughing, because when they showed a picture of Judo Master, because he's a little person and he was wearing a green costume, like Peacemaker looked at him, and then he was just like, Judo Master. He said, what's he gonna protect? Purple hearts and pink hearts and green clovers. And I thought that was hilarious. So now we're at the senator's house, and we got everybody's setting up shop. We're setting up camp. They've got the rifle pointed at the house, and they said, the black dude was just like, listen, when the family comes in, he was like, if it turns out that everybody in the family is a butterfly, then we got to take out the whole family. But he said, we know for a fact that the dad's a butterfly, so we got to kill the dad. And then that's when Peacemaker started having second thoughts, because he was just like, listen, he said, if the dad's he said, first of all, I don't even know what a butterfly is, and I wish y'all would tell me what a butterfly is. He was like, second of all, if the dad is a butterfly, that's one thing. But he was like, I ain't trying to kill no kids. You can see now, like, the moral aspect is starting to creep up on him, and then that's when the blonde girl, she was just like, oh, didn't you say it, no matter how many people, men, women, or children, you have to kill for peace, you would do it? And then he was just like, yeah, I said that, but he's like, I ain't trying to kill no kids though, and then that's when the black dude was just like, listen, we only kill people who deserve it. He's like, who do you think I am, Amanda Waller? And then that's when the black girl looked at him like, don't be talking about my mama. But so they're at the house, and while they're there, like, Cena and like the blonde chick, they share like a little moment where they talk about each other's dads. He gets the rifle set up and everything. They're waiting for the family to come into the living room so he can take the shot. The blonde chick got up to go walk away for a second, and then when she walked away, Vigilante showed up again, and he was talking to Cena. He was like, oh, you and the blonde girl are having a nice little conversation, and he was just like, yo, dude, what are you doing here? But because they're on comms, like, everybody heard them, so everybody knows that Vigilante's there. And then that's when the black guy was like, listen, keep Vigilante there because I don't want him ruining the mission and fucking this whole thing up. So Vigilante's there. He's talking to Peacemaker. He's talking to the blonde chick. The family shows up. The jujitsu master, like, he's nowhere to be seen. When the family comes into the room, they're all sitting at the dinner table. While they're sitting at the dinner table, Peacemaker now, he sees them in his sights, and then all of a sudden the entire family, all of their tongues just like fall out of their faces, and they start sucking up some like honey-like substance, because they said it was like honey that they were pouring, like into bowls. At that point, the black dude was just like, yo, they're butterflies, you need to kill them. Peacemaker froze in that moment because he wasn't trying to kill the kids. And I understand that, and I sympathize with that. But there was nothing stopping him from shooting the parents. And he froze when it came to shooting the parents. And I didn't understand why he froze on the parental thing, but then he just froze overall because at the end of the day, no pun intended, he couldn't pull the trigger. And then at that point, Vigilante stepped in. He took Peacemaker's hand off the gun, and he was like, yo, you don't gotta do it, bro. He was like, I'll do it. And then he took out the son, he took out the daughter, he killed the mom. And then just when he was about to kill the dad, then Judo Master came out of nowhere and started whooping everybody's ass. Beat up the blonde chick, beat up Vigilante, beat up Cena, and dragged both of them back to the house. The rest of the gang, like the black dude, the black girl, they go get the blonde chick. They go into the house to try to save them. Both Peacemaker and Vigilante anyway, he's being tortured, like they're being, and that was actually a funny scene because since Peacemaker was the alpha, the butterfly guy, he was yelling at Peacemaker. He was like, tell me who you are, tell me why you're here and what you came for. And then Peacemaker was like, you ain't gonna get no information out of me. So then the butterfly takes a car battery and connects it to Vigilante's nuts, and then he's just like, if you don't tell me the information, I'm gonna electrocute him. And then Peacemaker's like, go ahead. He's like, do your worst, I'll never crack. And I'm like, bro, like, those aren't even your nuts he's about to electrocute. So they torture the shit out of Vigilante. He almost cut off his pinky toe. And then then that's when the black dude showed up. He had put a bomb, because they were downstairs in some secret hideout location. The black dude put a bomb like on the secret door. The bomb blew up in front of the black dude because when he hit the detonator button, it didn't go off at first. When he walked over to the bomb to check it, then it detonated. We all knew that was going to happen. Like the black dude flew 10 feet back. That's when the blonde girl and the black girl, they were trying to break through the wall and try to get downstairs to go help Peacemaker. But because of the explosion, Peacemaker got out of his rope, and then he fought the alien. He ended up killing the butterfly, and he said peace out. So I thought I was waiting for that. I was like, I knew we were going to get like a peace out reference. He blew off the head of the butterfly, and then he rescued Vigilante. Vigilante, who now has half of his pinky toe missing, and he even recognized him because when he first took the mask off, Peacemaker didn't say anything about it, and I was just like, why are you not mentioning his secret identity? But then later on, I guess when he looked at him, he was like, yo, aren't you such and such's little brother from the restaurant? And then he was like, yeah. And then he was like, dude, you've been working out, and he was just like, thanks. But then when he recognized him, like after that, when he got him out of the chair, he told him, he was like, yo, put my mask on because if your friends come down, I don't want them to know who I am. And then after that, the guy who Peacemaker blew his head off, his face started moving. And then a alien butterfly looking creature came out of his face and started flying around. And then that's when Peacemaker was like, oh, like the butterfly mission or like the butterfly project or whatever it is. He was like, nah, I get it. Because apparently, and then like on the computer screen, they showed locations of like potential butterflies, like pretty much all over the world. So the butterfly mission or whatever that they're doing is basically like these alien butterflies that are taking over human bodies. I guarantee you Amanda Waller created them somehow, and now they're trying to get them all back under wraps. That machine that he found when he was having his threesome, he told everybody about that, so they now have possession of that technology. So I guess we'll find out what that technology does later. Maybe that device calls the butterflies, or maybe it can contain them. We shall see. Jiu-Jitsu Master, he's obviously been captured by Cena's team. We don't know. Like at this point, because Vigilante was the one who actually killed the butterflies, I feel like they need to recruit him now and actually put him on the team instead of doing this whole thing where they're doing missions and he just randomly like pops up. It's like actually put him on the team now because there's an internal issue here where Cena's afraid to take the kill shot, especially against children, and Vigilante obviously doesn't have a problem taking that kill shot. So they might actually replace Peacemaker with Vigilante, and then Peacemaker will go do his own thing, and then he'll figure out the stuff on his own. His dad didn't get mentioned in this episode, so we're definitely saving the dad for something else. And like I said, it was pretty cool. The episode was very cool. I'm happy now because I feel like now we're off to the races. It's like now that we've got the comedy out of the way, I feel like the show can actually start now. And because we actually got serious in this episode, and I mean, obviously there's going to be jokes, but it wasn't a 40-minute comedy fest. Like this episode took things more seriously. It opened more doors to the overall plot. And now we kind of get a sense of like where the show is headed and where we're going. And I'm definitely down for it because I thought this episode was very good. And I look forward to episode 4. So that was it. And thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think about Peacemaker so far, about the first 2 episodes and about the 3rd episode. Do you like everything? Do you hate it? Are you in between? Are you waiting to see how it ends? And like I said, share your thoughts below and we'll talk about it. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. Share your comments on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Like and or subscribe and share. And if you haven't done that already, then definitely subscribe to my channel. Because we're reviewing everything superhero related and we gonna keep this train rolling. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. So until next week, as we get more Batwoman, Legends of Tomorrow, Superman and Lois, Naomi, and now Peacemaker. It's peace out, and I'll see you next time. And we have this bitch.